Before we start off the review, I call Kristen Stewart Christian Bell throughout the entire video, so don't hate me because I realized my fault literally after I was done recording. Thanks. Hey guys, this is AJYT Abbott and welcome back to another movie review. This is going to be my review of the brand new 2019 remake of Charlie's Angels, directed by Elizabeth Banks from Brightburn. If you have not seen Charlie's Angels yet, this review will contain spoilers. Alright, so first off, what first comes to mind when you're talking about the good of this movie is the cast. Christian Bell is the highlight. She was hands down my favorite of the film. Naomi Scott is also great. I cannot, off the top of my head, think of the other girl's name, but she was fantastic as well. Elizabeth Banks, the director of the film, is in the movie. She plays Bosley. And I thought she would be the villain, but she wasn't the villain. It turned out to be Patrick Stewart. Both of them are still great. Yeah, just overall, really fantastic cast. Even this one guy that dies, like right in the first act, he's played by the guy that was Korath from Captain Marvel and Guardians of the Galaxy. He's great. And he died, but, he was still great in the short time, we got to know his character. Anyway, there's some really good action in the film, a lot of car chases, guns being waved around in people's faces, of course. Christian Bale has some great action in the beginning of the film, being, Christian Bale and being awesome. And now I have to do a censor because I cussed. The new copper rule for YouTube is dumb, so now whenever I cuss, you guys are gonna hear a dolphin noise. You hear? Yeah, you just seen that. Anyway, there's some great cameos at the end of the film too, where some of the old angels from the other Charlie's Angels films come back to train Naomi Scott in sort of like a mid-credits or before-credits scene. Like a Marvel film, but it was pretty great. And there's just some really entertaining stuff going on in the film. The plot line is actually better than the other Charlie's Angels films. I will give them that. And the cast is way better, even though I still do enjoy Cameron Diaz, and pretty much everybody that are in those films. This is a better cast and a better plot line and story overall. So Elizabeth Banks, she did a great job on that. The bad. The ending is so, or not the ending. The villain is so predictable. I knew going into it, it was either going to be Elizabeth Banks or Patrick Stewart. They lead you in thinking it's Elizabeth Banks, and then they make a twist into left field, and it's Patrick Stewart who is revealed to be the villain of the film. And it's just not done well. You can very much, they're going to do a bait and switch. And you obviously see Elizabeth Banks acting suspicious, and Patrick Stewart, so you can pretty much guess that one of them is going to be the villain. But yeah, that was just me. Maybe some people just didn't see it coming. I personally did. This film just doesn't leave a big impact. I almost didn't even review this film. Because this is sort of like the same impact it left that Men in Black International left on me, where I was just like, eh. This film's kind of just like, yeah, just eh. That's what I think when I think of this film. It doesn't do anything grand. It's, I don't know, just another decent remake like the 2019 Aladdin. It's just not that big of an impact that's left on me, which is why Men in Black International didn't get a review, because I was just simply not interested in talking about it, because it just wasn't anything big and grand. Which a lot of films aren't. But, I mean, you don't have to have a huge ending to make it a good film. I learned that with Judy this year, the Renee Zellweger, Judy Garland biopic. It didn't have one huge ending, but it was still it was a solid film. Um, anyway, yeah, some of the plot lines don't go anywhere, but I still do like the plot better than the other Charlie's Angels films. But yeah, some of the plot lines of this film just don't go anywhere. You get sort of hints that Christian Bale's character is lesbian, but you don't get any confirmation or anything like that. I thought they were going to do something with that, which I would have enjoyed, because I like anything really with Christian Bale in it. I just enjoy her as an actor. Even the Twilight films, as much as I hate them, she's the best part. Um, Also, the other angel, the other angel. I just can't for the life of me think of her name. She flirts with that Noah Centineo guy, the dude that's in all those weird Netflix films. I don't know exactly what movie he was in that made him so popular, but he's really popular. He was in this, and then she's flirting with him, and then it doesn't entirely go anywhere either. Um, I mean, they get a couple lines in towards the end of dialogue together, but there really isn't any more expansion on that. I would have liked to seen that. The characters didn't feel that developed. Really, Christian Bale's character was good, and like I said, they could have expanded on her sexuality a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's just me or what. I mean, I would have liked to seen that because it adds to her character. Um, Naomi, Scott, her character was good. The other angel, she just wasn't that developed. I still give it. I give it a 6 out of 10. I give it a 6 out of 10 because it is enjoyable, and there are problems with it, and we'll go over all the ratings for all of the 2019 films in my 2019 ranking. Because there are movies that I've reviewed in the past that I may have given 10 out of 10s. I was a little bit generous with them. I may have dropped them to a 9 or a 3, or in Child's Play's case, a 7 or a 6.5. I'd give that now. I don't know. I rated it too high. It's just some of these films I rate too high, and some of them I rate too low. But we'll learn from it, and we'll all see what movies end up where on the ranking list. At the end of December, or no, the beginning of January. Beginning of January, most likely, because Jexy is probably the last film I'll be watching in 2019, because it comes out on digital. Um, on December 27th, and that's when I'll be watching it. Same with like Countdown, I think, and the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. So yeah, beginning of January for that. But overall, Charlie's Angels is very enjoyable. I request that you see it in theaters, maybe, if you're a big Charlie's Angels fan. If you're just coming into it like me, maybe wait for it on Redbox or Netflix or whoever picks this up in a few years. But that was my review of Charlie's Angels. Let me know what your thoughts are on the film. If you're going to see it, I definitely enjoyed it. Goodbye.